Welcome back to the Digital Revolution. I'm your host, Jim Kunkel, and today we're diving into one of the most surprising and, frankly, one of the most consequential findings in recent AI policy research. A new nationally representative survey from Verasight has revealed something few policymakers expected. A strong majority of Americans support forcing AI companies to transfer 50% of their stock into a public sovereign wealth fund. Yes, forcing them. And yes, half of their ownership. This isn't a fringe idea. It's not a niche activist proposal. It's a mainstream sentiment emerging from the American public at a moment when AI is reshaping the economy, the workforce, and the balance of power between citizens and corporations. Today, we're going to unpack what this survey actually found, why the numbers are so striking, and what they tell us about the future of AI governance in the United States. The headline number. Verisight's June 2026 survey asked Americans whether they support a policy that would require AI firms to transfer 50% of their stock to a public sovereign wealth fund. The result? 69% said yes. Nearly 7 in 10 Americans support a policy that would fundamentally restructure ownership of the most powerful technology companies in the world. Even more interesting, when the policy was explicitly tied to Senator Bernie Sanders, who introduced the American AI Sovereign Wealth Fund Act, support dipped only slightly, landing at 64%. That means the idea has traction across political lines, even when framed through a partisan lens. In a polarized era, that level of consensus is rare, and it signals something deeper. Americans are rethinking who should benefit from the AI revolution. Why support is so high? Verisight's data points to 3 major forces driving this surge in support. Number 1, economic anxiety and tech layoffs. The survey was conducted during a wave of layoffs across the tech sector. Workers see AI driving corporate profits, but not necessarily protecting jobs or wages. People are asking, if AI is generating enormous wealth, why isn't that wealth reaching the public? Number 2, distrust of AI companies. Verisight found that 43% of Americans believe AI firms design regulations to benefit themselves, not the public. Only 30% trust leading AI developers more than the federal government to judge model safety. That's a remarkable reversal of the usual government versus tech trust dynamic. Number 3, a desire for public participation in AI wealth. Ben Leff, Verisight's CEO, summarized the mood perfectly. Americans want accountability, safety, and a way for all Americans to participate in the economic benefits of AI. The sovereign wealth fund concept resonates because it promises exactly that, a public stake in the upside of AI. The bigger regulatory picture. The stock transfer proposal is part of a broader pattern in the survey. Americans aren't just concerned about economic fairness, they're demanding stronger oversight and transparency. Here are some standout numbers. 89% support mandatory public disclosure of all AI safety testing. 81% support giving the federal government authority to block release of risky AI systems. 49% say the government, not companies, should have final say on safety standards. These are not soft preferences. They're strong, assertive demands for public control over technologies that could reshape society. And when you combine these attitudes with the 69% support for a sovereign wealth fund, you get a picture of a public that is ready for bold, structural interventions, not just incremental regulation. What this means for AI policy. The Verisight survey suggests that the American public is ahead of policymakers in imagining new models of AI governance. The idea of transferring half of AI firms' stock into a sovereign wealth fund would have been unthinkable a few years ago. Today, it's not only thinkable, it's popular. This tells us several things. Americans see AI as a transformative economic force. They believe its benefits should be broadly shared. They want guardrails, transparency, and accountability. And they're open to structural solutions that redistribute power. For those of us working in digital transformation, intelligent technologies, and industry education, this is a moment to pay attention. Public expectations are shifting, and they're shifting fast. Closing thoughts. The Verisight survey is more than a snapshot of public opinion. It's a signal, a warning, and perhaps even an invitation. Americans are ready to rethink how AI companies operate, who they serve, and who benefits from their success. They're asking for a future where AI's economic gains aren't concentrated in a handful of firms, but shared across society. Whether policymakers act on this sentiment remains to be seen. But the public has spoken clearly. AI should serve the people, not just the companies that build it. Thanks for joining me for this bonus episode of The Digital Revolution. If you found this analysis valuable, share it with colleagues, friends, and anyone thinking seriously about the future of AI governance. I'm Jim Kunkel, and I'll catch you in the next episode.